Tēnā, minunimion, Howie, and welcome to the ECA Weekly Roundup. We had 4 T20 and 2 high 40-40 games over the weekend. And before we get to the reviews, don't forget to subscribe. So we had the Vikings defeat Tatu Cricket Club 97-96. Man of the match was Rana Rashid with 3 for 24 and a handy little 15 not out. We also had the Hippos defeat the Wolves 193-116. Man of the match, Stu Hook, with a very impressive 81 not out off 39 balls. In the afternoon's games, we had the Tigers defeat Tatu Cricket Club 144-70. Bajon Saga with 37 runs and a 5-4-5. Very impressive effort there. The Strikers defeated the Riders 103-102. Man of the match, Syed Efikatar with 23 and a very impressive 4 for 21. Well done to the Strikers. On Sunday, we started the high 40-40 competition with a couple of really good games there. The Strikers defeated the Stallions. It was 238-220. Man of the match, Arslan Gondal with 2 for 29 and 43. Chitaya was very unlucky. He took 1 for 32 and 80 in that game. A really good game there. On field 2, we had the Rising Stars defeat the Riders. It was 265 runs to 258, so a real close one. MD Shoaib was man of the match here with a solid 69. So the high 40-40 over comp off to a great start. And now having a look at the tables for T20, it's the Hippos on top. They are undefeated from 4 games, closely followed by the Vikings and the Stallions, with the Strikers making up the top 4. In the high 40-40 over comp, in Group 2, it's the Strikers and the Rising Stars with opening wins. So therefore the Riders and the Stallions cannot afford to drop another game from here on in if they're to make the finals. All right, in ECA news, well, congrats to the ECA, especially to Stu and to Robbo in picking up the Global Award for Digital Fan Engagement. So well done to the guys. They well and truly deserve that one. Also this week, the boys from Bingham's are back and the nets should be completed by the end of the week. So we're definitely looking forward to that. And then in some Estonian Premier League milestones, well, we had Marco Vike hitting his 2000th career run. So well done to Marco. A big congrats there. MD Shoaib became the second player in our history to reach 100 EPL wickets. So well done to Shoaib there. Bajon Saka, he picked up his 50th wicket, and I do know there are a few other players around that are looking for milestones real soon, so we look forward to talking about them sometime soon. So this week's preview is brought to you by Sportsbet.io. Tatu up against the Rising Stars. I am picking the Rising Stars for that game. For Tatu, Aditya Savio coming off a really nice 30 not out. He's the player to look out for there. For the Stars though, Tanvir Sarif, he did get a 3 for from memory off only 8 overs last time out.
Tatu against Rising Stars. Well, I have a feeling Rising Star has an edge this time because Tatu for some reason are not having the best season so far. Although they do have Romeo and Simon who are sort of in a very good form. They have taken over 18 wickets between them. But Rising Stars on the other end have a more balanced team, and I feel they have match winners in the end and they're not only relying on Shoaib, Maidul or Shebin anymore. So Rising Stars definitely.
Tigers v Hippos. I am picking the Hippos there. Tigers, Nahid Manan, he did get a nice 28 off 28, just found a bit of form. For the Hippos, Priyank Shah, 13 not out and 2 wickets in his first game back, so he's looking to go forward there.
ST Tigers against Talon Hippos. Well, this should be an interesting encounter because if I remember correctly, last season this ended up in a draw. And this time both the teams would be out for revenge, but I have a feeling Talon Hippos will win this because I think even without Dave Robson as he's out with injury, they have still managed to perform very well in the last couple of matches, with Stu and Richard being in great form.
In the afternoon's games, we have the Riders up against United. I am picking United. Avinash Chandra 2 for 13 for the Riders, so one to watch out for. And Anurag Singh for United in his first ECA game, but there's a few wraps around this young lad.
Talon Riders against Talon United. Well, I would say United for this one because even though both the teams have done a tremendous job at recruiting new players this season, I think it'll boil down to experience, in which I think United has a big edge. They have players like Murali and Vimal who can turn the tide in their favour.
Then we have the Vikings v the Strikers. I'm picking the Strikers in that one. Vikings, Idrisam Javid, 3 for 8. That was impressive, so he's on fire. And look out for Habib Khan, 45 against the Riders and 2 for 17 in one of his better displays of bowling. He's back, well and truly.
Viking Stars against Talon Strikers. Well, I would say Talon Strikers. Even though Viking Stars has done a very good recruiting this year, they have players like Badrul Islam who's playing amazingly well. He's managed to take some very good wickets and score runs for them. Rana Rashid is in good form, but Habib and Arslan on the other end are firing runs as well. So definitely Talon Strikers this match.
On Sunday, we have our first games in Group 1 for the High 40-40. It's Tatu Cricket Club up against the Hippos. And, well, for Tatu, look out for Casey Collins. Has the experience for the longer format of the game. And for the Hippos, who I am picking, by the way, Marco Vike, 43 off 20, and a 26, I should say. So, yeah, he's primed for a big one.
Tatu against Talon Hippos. Well, since this is the 40-over format, I think Hippos has a big edge because they have been playing this format for quite a long time. And on the contrary, I would say Tatu does have the capacity to slow down the game. If they manage to do that, they might be able to put up a good fight. But overall, I have a feeling that Hippos might easily win this one.
Tigers v United. I am going for United. Look out for Mania for the Tigers. Got the experience to put the runs on the board. And Ashish, again, experienced and looking fit this year.
ST Tigers against Talon United. Well, since this is the longer format of the game, I expect it to be quite an interesting encounter. ST Tigers in the past few seasons have proven to be quite effective in these games, and they have players like Munir and Bijan who we should watch out for. But on the other side, I think United has a much better squad. They have quite a lot of match-winning players like Anurag and Sahil who have joined new as well. So I feel United will win this.
So a big thank you to all our sponsors, Sportsbet.io, Bluff VPN, Hi.com, HML Project Management and Nordcom Batoon. And we look forward to seeing you all next weekend.